Today we're going to be going over how a New York State Department of Financial Services licensed individual can file for their limited exemption. To do so, first open your web browser and navigate to myportal.dfs.ny.gov/web/cybersecurity. No need to write this down. It'll be made available at the end of this video. And when you do that, it will direct you to a login page. Mine is pre-populated here because we file for all of the filings for New York State Department of Financial Services for our outsourced clients who've given us proxies. And this video is really for those whom we don't file for. So we'll sign in. You can also create an account here, by the way, if you haven't signed in here before. If you don't have an account, you can create one over on this link. And you're going to go sign in, come back here and sign in. And once you sign in, you're presented with 3 tiles. These are for the various things that you report to DFS. Today we're talking about the exemption specifically for the limited exemption on an individual. And we click begin. And once you begin the process, you'll notice that there are 4 areas under which you may be licensed by the Department of Financial Services. And these give you some idea of who they are in the various categories. I've always found it easier, frankly, to just click on Help Find My Entity. So we'll do that now. And when you do that, you're taken to this screen where you can search for the company, which will be in another video, or an individual, which is what we'll do today. And today I'm going to look for any particular individual. I'll choose a Robert, and I will also choose his last name, and I will click search. So I've entered the first and last name, and it will look for all the individuals that match this first and last name. This is the individual we're looking for. I happen to know so by their NMLS number and their New York State license number. I click on that, and it begins the form and pre-fills out the beginning of that form with that individual, as you can tell in that pop-up on the top right screen. This is what we're filing for in terms of our exemption. We are resubmitting for an expired exemption, which is what has to be done by the DFS this year, or filing for the very first time. You may want to amend it, perhaps one of the criteria changed, or you may want to remove it completely because now you've gone past those thresholds that give you exemption, and which one you choose is relative to your current position and or your company's current position. In this instance, I'm going to resubmit for an expired. Now, this pop-up is going to be the same whether you choose this one or the second one I wish to amend. If you take a look here, you'll see that that's in fact the case. If you want to remove it, that's not there. We'll go through some additional information after that. But right now, we're going to stick with this resubmission. Now, most people, if they work for a company, will choose 500.19 parentheses B as in Bravo, close paren, because they are employed by a covered entity, a company, that themselves are required to file with the Department of Financial Services, and they have a cybersecurity program in place. If you do not meet that criteria, that you work for another covered entity that has a cybersecurity program in place, then you're either going to meet one of these 2 thresholds, that you don't operate or maintain any systems that might be breached, or you're a captive insurance company. Anyway, in this instance, we're going to choose 519B for this individual. Every question hereafter will be the same no matter which one you choose. When you choose that you're covered by a company, it wants to know which company. So we're going to go here and choose the company. That same search screen came up. And so I am going to look for a company that this individual is employed by. And this is the company. So I choose them. And it says it up here that I've selected that. Now this company is attached to this individual, and they want to know who at the company is responsible that can confirm coverage. In this particular instance, you'll choose the manager or individual at the company who's responsible. I am going to choose the individual responsible. I'm going to use their email address, and I am going to use their phone number. Bear with me while I get that. Terrific. Okay. And okay. And then you're going to certify that they can verify that information. And then you choose next. This is the contact person for who's filing. In this case, we're filing on behalf of our clients. If you file for yourself, your information is going to go in here again. So you would have filled it out the first time for yourself, for who it is that's filing, and now, I'm sorry, who is being filed for, and now for whom we're filing. And the title of the person, we are the Virtual Chief Information Security Officer. And then I'm going to put in our phone number and our email address. Now, this is both of these fields were pre-populated because I've been here before, obviously. And then I'm going to swear or affirm that I've been authorized to submit. In this case, because our outsourced clients give us proxy to do this for them, I am swearing that I have, in fact, been authorized. Once I do this and hit submit, I am going to receive this receipt. This is very important because frequently the DFS loses this information or can't find it, let me be fair, and they're going to want to know if you filed and proof of it. This receipt is your proof. So write that down and keep that in a safe place. Okay. I want to thank you for joining us. Here's some resources for you to take a look at. If you have any questions whatsoever, our link is at the bottom of this page with our phone number. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you very much.